Hello everyone and welcome to the 2024 PDGA Junior Disc Golf World Championships from Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is indeed a PDGA Major 5.5 rounds here to crown a champion in the juniors division. We will be covering the FJ18 division, Ace1 Productions, along with the PDGA bringing you this presentation. You've got Felix Vega in the booth and I'm joined by multi-time major winner herself, Jennifer Allen.
Hello everybody, I am excited to be back here in Oklahoma. We have a great group starting out. It was hot out there today, so I think if these girls can maintain staying cool, there's going to be some great golf.
Yeah, some of the key names to look at here, a lot of talent really kind of pushing to the forefront here. These ladies are on the verge of taking that next step into professionalism. And here we go. We're going to start things off at the Twin Bridges course, hole 1, 350-foot par 3.
Yeah, just going to try to keep it through the fairway, get all the way down there with an open look at the basket. This is, I think, a newer course here in Tulsa. It's not one of the OGs that we've had for so many years, but beautiful sloping green there that might bring on some trouble.
Some international flavor to start here as we've got a couple of international players outside of the U.S., one of Canada and one from Europe here.
I believe she's from Norway.
Norway, yes.
And it's fun with the growing sport. Katarina had reached out to make sure that I said hi to the couple of Norwegians.
Oh, okay.
So super fun. 19 different countries represented here at Junior Worlds. That is a record.
That's amazing. It's incredible to see the growth of the sport over the last couple of years, even in these younger divisions.
Yeah, I would have to assume this is the largest field for probably every one of these groups. So letting go just a hair early. First hole jitters, I'm sure, for some of these girls being their first major. Some it's not. Some they've played for several years. We've seen and gotten used to some of these names, like this one right here, Virginia Polkinghorne.
Yeah, Virginia, multiple time major winner in these divisions.
And you see she releases that disc right on point. Gets an incredible skip. That's going to give her a great look for birdie.
Not an easy hole to start off on your championships, 350 feet, and it demands a particular type of flight.
Always loved coming up to Tulsa. So many more trees on the courses than down in Norman. Beautiful line there as well from Rebecca.
Chloe getting a little bit of a knock early there on the trees there, kicking her to the right side of the fairway, but she should still have a relatively open look to the basket.
And how great is it to see these girls being able to control, forehand, backhand. They're bringing all the shots at such a young age now. And nice, smooth, clean releases. That's going to get her right up there to save par.
Rebecca here looking at a birdie.
Oh, such a close bid.
Rebecca winning the skill shot competition earlier on in the week for her division, as well as the long drive competition in the FJ18.
Smart play by Virginia, just laying that up. That's a risky putt, any kind of metal action. Probably going to see that disc rolling right back towards you.
Yeah.
Tough lie as well for Ida. Beautiful putt. Forgot about that one little tree mark, so great bogey save there.
Chloe, a fast player too. You're going to see she just steps up, looks at her line, knows what she wants to do, and executes.
Excellent.
Rebecca up and down for her par.
Good to see the water out on hole 1.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Humidity cranking up to about 90%.
Yeah, heat index well over 100 for the day. All right, hole 2 is a fun one. 315-foot par 3, multiple ways to go. The drone is showing you one route, but there's also a forehand route available.
Yeah, 315 feet, par 3, very tight gaps. There's the basket over there on the left side. No OBs. That sidewalk there is safe. And I love how all the greens, they have that nice little clean
like
area.
area.
That way you don't have to mark your bullseye, right?
Exactly. Oh, Virginia a little early there, yanks it to the right, gets a tree kick back to the left side, just off the fairway.
You know, and this is one of those holes like you may feel like you hit the perfect gap and just get right behind a tree, and a bad kick may end up giving you an open look. So there's so many trees, just hoping that your disc lands in a spot that you can have a line to the basket.
Yeah, Rebecca's going to be circle 2 left side of the target there. Ida going that left side as well.
Oh, almost hitting the line there. I like that little S-shape line. You can kind of see the basket straight ahead. This just cuts that down a hair too much, but man, what great ground play. Gonna give her a look.
Absolutely. So Ida electing for the forehand approach here. We've seen already that she's got both spins in the bag. Gets caught up a little early on some tall cabbage there.
And I talked to several of these players from different countries that is not used to these temperatures the night of opening ceremonies, and warning them, be prepared. You know, they've never felt this kind of humidity and heat before. So hoping that all these kids, you know, can tolerate these high temps.
It's the second major we've had where it's been in extreme heat. Masters Worlds not too long ago in Emporia, very hot.
Yeah, and
whoa! What the hot by Rebecca.
Way outside. Yeah, and I think at Masters Worlds we were like mid 80s. So actual temperatures are up at 100 today, and then even more humidity. So we had, I think, what ended up being like 6 unfortunate DNFs from the heat. So hopefully this week, prepared on the course, water almost every other hole.
Yeah, great job by the TDs and staff and the volunteers. There was water almost every other hole on the course. Virginia here with a long look to try to save her par.
Great putt. These 18-year-old girls, and I don't even think most of them are even 18, showing us how it's done on the putting green.
Very impressive.
Some beautiful putts.
Through 2 holes so far here at the championships. All right, and we are back here at hole 3, another par 3, 300 feet on the dot.
And you're seeing some consistent course, design here, hitting these nice narrow gaps, and then this time the basket tucked over on the right side. So curious to see off the box if we're going to see a couple of forehands or some beautiful turnover backhand shots from these ladies.
Yeah, this one with the downhill elevation, I don't quite think it's actually 300 feet. Looks like it's a little closer.
I would definitely think like 280 or so is what this is going to play. Right in the middle, nothing wrong with that.
Virginia very adept at her turnover game.
Yeah, I remember at U.S. Women's a couple of years ago, really seeing some beautiful shots from Virginia working the disc. And
there you go, right by the pin. Just have that one tree possibly obstructing her.
There's a forehand. Beautifully laid out there to the left. Going to dive right back toward the basket. exactly how the course designer drew that up.
So we're going to have a backhand here for Ida.
And that hitting a beautiful line as well. Just a little bit too turned over.
Rebecca with another long look here. Similar distance to the one she just had.
Oh my
goodness.
Dialed in from circle 2. One of those is going to fall surely before the end of this round. And love that beautiful turnover putt release by Ida. Here we have Virginia with her birdie. Another great almost circle edge putt.
Getting it to go. This hole playing slightly over par, 0.11 strokes over the par. 21% of the field getting the birdies on this one.
And Chloe matching these big putts after. She's having to putt last each time, but definitely not nervous at all.
All right, moving right along. This one, a tight, short one, 230 feet here on this par 3, hole number 4.
Man, being from Oklahoma, these courses don't even, or this course doesn't even really remind me of some of the Oklahoma courses. So many trees just scattered everywhere. It feels like we're down, you know, in the Carolinas or something. Beautiful hole. Basket tucked right back in this nice little area. So another short little finesse shot.
Virginia opting for her pure here, going putter off the tee.
Yeah, and this is just trying to release a shot that you can get around one of these guardian trees. Looks like she's got a gap.
Ooh, almost.
Just not getting past one of the very last ones. Very protected basket.
Very much, yeah.
Ooh, I see this on the left side.
Needs to hurry back and just gets caught up late.
Almost. That's going to give her a look. Putting great so far. I love the creativity too, especially when no one else is really taking that line. You know, just looking for the biggest area, highest percentage to get your disc to get to the basket.
Yeah, and playing to your strength. Just because everybody else is taking one line, that may not be your strength.
Right, exactly. That's a great shot by Ida.
Virginia looking to be about circle's edge, maybe just a little bit outside here.
Good bed.
Floats it a little right there. She'll have a pretty easy comeback putt for her. Oh my.
A hair right side, and like you said, just steps up, fires. It was such a beautiful line on the putt. Again, right side being angry. I found last week it was left side for me, so I guess it just depends on the day.
Yeah.
These baskets have their own personalities.
Ida cashes in the birdie here on hole 4.
And hopefully those girls shake off those putts. So they were great putts.
Virginia, always a solid putter on the greens there, drops in the comeback for par.
I would have to imagine she has a pretty strict practice and putting regimen as long as she has been serious in this game.
Yeah.
And most of the juniors these days, seeing the pros coming up.
Absolutely. Hole 5, this one, our first par 4, coming in at 375 feet, bending slightly right to left throughout the entirety of the hole.
And not a super long hole at 375 feet, but with all of these trees pushing up that par to a 4, and you see the slope and angle of the green coming in here.
Ida going to be first on the box. This course went through a lot of renovation. It was closed, I think, back as far as March, getting prepped for World. So a lot of work went into getting Twin Bridges to look like what it looks like now.
Yeah, and it looks beautiful so far. I know several of the other courses, even new holes were cut in as well. I think over at White Hawk or Red Hawk and possibly Chandler Park as well. So The Tulsa group really taking pride in bringing back another major to the city. That's a beautiful line. Going to get some great action.
Oh, yeah, right in the middle.
And this first shot just going to be a placement shot. So you want a landing like that to hopefully set you up for the next shot. Ida just a little high. Yeah, going to catch that branch. Hopefully she can work around those trees. Blue was the color of choice on that.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Wow. And so again, like I said, not a super long hole, especially downhill. We got a disc up there pretty close.
Yeah, that was Ida's drive. Rebecca over here a little bit short, but still has a line going with, I believe, a Toro upshot here. In the circle with look for a birdie.
Nice layup. Smart play. Get yourself close for that tap-in birdie.
This is an eagle look for Chloe.
And I guess pro tip, angle of the slope there. Try to hit it a little more toward the high side. But excellent bids by these girls.
Ida a little left.
She made the smart play.
Yeah.
But these baskets are just being a little mean for these girls.
Good birdie putt there for Rebecca, bringing her to 2 under so far through the first 5 holes. Hot start for Rebecca. This was the first time we also ran into a little bit of a backup on the course, so.
And that's hard when it's this hot.
Yeah.
But does give you a little break to kind of catch your breath and drink some water.
Star frame coming.
Awesome job.
Great job, ladies. All right, hole 5 was the easiest hole on the course. Hole 6 right behind it, this 245-foot par 3. Pretty straightforward, just right up the gap.
The gap with 100 trees in the way. Last few little guardian trees. I do like that most of the area around the putting green is cleared.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever like to have this great drive. You're within 15 feet and not a look at the basket.
And you're punished, yeah.
Putting greens are clear if you can make it there. Oh, so close.
Highs are getting clipped a little early.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a consistent kind of high release on her drives there. So maybe dropping that nose angle down just a hair like Virginia just shows us. And getting some good ground play on a lot of the course so far. Not much grass here. A lot of dirt that's going to allow some good skips. Another beautiful forehand from Chloe. Love the hyzer skip over.
That's one thing Ida did mention, being from Norway, is that she's not used to playing for the ground skip. They just don't have that on many of the courses here, so this was all new to her.
Such lush green grass over there. Nice little kiss over around towards circle 1. This group of women just showing us some beautiful releases. Solid putting. To think that this is day 1, the action's just going to continue to get better.
Yeah, the skill level is just continuing to rise. We talk about
look at that forehand.
Yeah.
I mean, hard lie and just
wow,
nails it.
You always talk about the ceiling of how high somebody can get, but the floor keeps going up and up and up as well. The skill level is just crazy.
Awesome high release, trying to drop that putt in. Virginia coming close for the birdie. And boom,
so
another solid, I love the dagger line, like just straight in there. Such a great spin putt.
No hesitation, confident bid every time. That's
I wonder
great
if
to
she
see.
gives lessons.
I'd take some lessons from
Me
her.
too.
Are you kidding me?
Another beautiful putt. God, you can just tell out of the hand. These girls' releases are so perfect. You know it's going in. And most of these have all been from like Circle's Edge.
Yeah, they're not making 15 footers. These are
No,
28,
they're not.
30 footers.
Little hugs in the background.
Yeah, MJ and the FJ18 group there.
All right, hole 7, 245 feet, another par 3. We're finally seeing some opening here, so we're gonna try to get out of the trees. Basket is tucked over here to the left. There's some grass.
A little bit of potential danger in the back here. You have some roll away at the end of the green here that you kind of keep an eye on.
Found one. So just trying to get the drive out into the clearing. Looks like there's a couple of lines, but as you can see, a lot of trees to still get around.
Yeah, continue with the same theme of tight wooded lines off the tee.
And now that it broke out the footage into the grass, that looks more like Oklahoma. You know, I guess so. I remember so many, you know, just tall grass and things like that. We didn't really have the no grass fairways like this that you see down southeast.
I meant to do that.
That was a great drive that she meant to do. Unfortunately, they're going to get out here in this tall grass and it's going to start to feel a lot hotter.
Oh, immediately. As soon as you got out there, yeah. Like somebody turned up the temperature gauge.
Exactly.
Oh,
Finding a
tough
lot
line.
of cabbage there. So this is the first that she's really not had a birdie look on one of these holes. Recovers nicely. Great touch by Virginia.
Almost hitting the pole there. Rebecca with a jump putt approach here for her second. Puts it right on that little island.
I'm going to say that these girls are going for everything. That was probably a putt that was just a little...
Could be, yeah.
This one will be for sure. Oh, such a great... Had put on that little extra turn, but that downhill angle kind of pulls it down.
Got about 15, 18 feet left for...
Yeah, still looks like there's quite a bit left on this putt. And now she's going uphill. So sometimes that's difficult. You know, she had such a downhill slope putt. Now she switched it to uphill, but not a problem for Ida.
Virginia always taking her time, going through her routine on her putt. And Rebecca continues to cruise along, 3 down through 7. Hole 8, 290 feet, par 3. This is a tight one like we haven't already seen, but maybe even tighter than some of the rest.
Yeah, a lot of little sticks in the way. Going back into the trees here. Hyzering over there, basket on again. Another sloped green. And a huge guardian tree of family right there.
All around, yeah. It's also out of bounds. There's a river on the right, but if you find that, it's bad luck. It's about 100 feet to the right, yeah.
I love trying to sneak up the hill there on the inside. This is one of those you just throw and close your eyes and hope like that.
Ooh. Almost all the way down. The fairway narrows too as you get deeper into this hole line.
Yeah, and that cluster of trees right in front of the basket. This might be one of those that the coming in low, trying to get just the ground play might get you further.
Virginia sneaking the furthest up of the group so far.
Unfortunate. And I was about to say I'm excited to see a backhand from her because we've seen so many beautiful forehands.
Yeah, that one just got away a little early, and unfortunately now this left side is treacherous. Once you're in here, it is a battle to get out.
There's no line. She's looking for high, low, left, right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's such a difficult shot when you have the tiniest of gap right in front of you, because typically that disc is impossible not to start on the left side with that backhand. So finally getting a clean line. This is going to be a tough hole for Chloe. Almost had the skip line coming in.
Yeah, that last tree doing its job.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the tightest green we've seen. I bragged about how we've had so many open putting greens. Not this one. Smart play, just getting it up there. You know you've got a great drive.
This hole's showing its teeth, and it showed its teeth all day, playing 0.89 strokes above par on the day for the ladies.
Wow.
And you can see why.
Yeah, and it's not like you would make it a 290-foot hole par 4.
Yeah.
Just a very difficult hole. I love the solid putt. Shook off all of those unfortunate lies. That's a great double bogey.
Yeah, it's rare to say that, but that really was.
It is. Yeah, I'm totally fine with saying, you know, you've saved it from a triple.
Yeah.
Solid putt from Rebecca as well. And there we go.
Par.
Great par.
Par playing like a birdie today on this hole.
Yeah, it did.
All right, and the final hole of the front nine here, left to right green, 300-foot par 3.
And so many less trees. I'm gonna have a beautiful sloping fairway down to the right side. And this has to feel like a dream to these girls after that last hole.
Yeah, pretty wide open. The green here has a couple of little trees at the end of the beat, one big guardian in particular. Ida, who we've seen throw both the forehand and the backhand, opting for the backhand turnover.
And look at that beautiful turn.
Keep going.
Wow.
Listen for the chain.
Almost clipping Conrad in the play. She could have aced Conrad.
Hey, that's always my goal of the day. And Virginia getting some great action on the disc as well. Just a little long. These girls have been tucked in the trees for 8 holes, so it's always fun to get out in the open, and so they've been probably itching to throw a long drive like this, wanting to show off their talent, you know.
Rebecca getting that one out there. Chloe with the forehand.
This looks beautiful. The angle of the disc, nice and flat.
Got chewed up a bit there by that Oklahoma grass. Didn't quite get
Yeah,
the skip.
thick stuff.
Oh, a little high on the release there. Gets clipped down early for Virginia. Chloe well outside of circle 2 here.
I was feeling the jump. I thought we were going to see a good jump putt, but no, she's got plenty of strength just to stand there and spin it. Rebecca kind of just tossing it out there. That's a smart play. Getting the knucks from the caddy.
Ida with a birdie look here.
Oh,
Gets it.
another beautiful putt. Gets her back under par.
Well, we've said it all throughout the front nine. Strong putting from all 4 of these ladies, and
Yeah.
it continues, Virginia.
I don't know if I've seen such a great opening round, or any round really, that the entire card is just displaying such incredible putting skills. I mean, we look like we're watching the FPO league card
Yes.
here. There we go. 9 holes. First round complete, or first 9 holes complete.
You see the scores on our card here as we get ready to take on the back nine. It's going to look quite a bit different from what we saw on the front nine, but make sure to come on back here to the PDGA YouTube all week long for continuing coverage of the 2024 PDGA Junior World Championships. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the back nine.